Hello YouTubers, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program First Contract. If you watched on last time, we earned some science and did some research, and we basically have this whole tier unlocked except for this last landing gear. But we did also unlock specialized control, which gives us the Mark 1 lander can. Gives us a few other neat things. So basically have everything we need to get to Minmus. And I think that's what we're going to do this time. Let's, hey Gene, let's just check if there's any new contracts. Wow, that's a really good contract. A lot of science there. Let us take that. All right. Test the mainsail while orbiting. Let's take that as well. Yeah. Well, that's not really much science, but that looks relatively easy to do. I'm just taking these because they're gonna expire in a day, and I. Alright, I'm not sure how long this trip to Minmus will take. I'm thinking it will take longer than a day, so. LV-1R orbiting. Sure, for 60 science. I think I did this, and while it's decent science, I did something very similar and not very much money. Decoupler. Yeah, Cybertron, that's only 6 science. Solid fuel booster landed. Yeah. Someone else can do that one. Alright. We need to build a ship that will get us to Minmus and back. I'm going to go with the lander can for all your landing can needs. It's a little lighter. To make up for that, it's less crash tolerant, but I think it has a nice little view. You got the nice window and can see down. We will need to make a lander out of this. So much stuff. I could really overbuild this. What is that? That's the LFB KR 2x1 or 1x2, I should say. How would I get that into orbit, though? That's the question. Alright. That not be too big. That's gonna block my view down. Again, I'm probably overbuilding this, but you know, that's what I do. I don't use any of the mods that like actually let you calculate your delta V, so I have a tendency to just overbuild to make sure I have enough delta V. Alright, I'm going to have 4 small engines. Oh, come on, snap on there. Okay, I think that did that. Alright. And I need some landing legs of some sort. There. And then another sit there. So we have 8 legs. And I'm going to be taking this ship back home. You have better drag. Fully deployed drag 500. You're also 500. You're also 500. These appear to be all the same, even though they don't appear to be the same size when opened. Let's think about science first. You're gonna give me the same problem, aren't you? Oh. Alright, there we go. Something like that. Just make sure this is all on tight. Gonna put some struts. Don't need that coming loose. Alright, so we have some materials bays. We'll do a goo canister and a thermometer. That's all the science we have right now. Not sure how this will. You know what? We'll go with 2 antenna for transmitting. Oh, I almost forgot. We are going to need RCS. That should be enough. I hope that's enough. Let's look at the center of mass, and we will stick it just about the center of mass. So that should allow us to tilt in any direction. And this is wide, so we shouldn't tip even if the ground is somewhat sloped. Although I'm gonna try aiming for a non-sloped part of the ground. Alright. This is our lander. Do we need anything else? Actually... yes. Some lights would help. And some power. Got some power. There we go. Additional parachutes. Alright, that should be enough for landing, I hope. Or landing back on Kerbin, I should say. And that should be enough for landing on Minmus and coming back. Gonna put a little extra ladder there just for grabbing on. With the low gravity of Minmus, it shouldn't be a problem. How to get this to Minmus? That's a good question. We need a decoupler. Oh. Really? That's not hitting. Now can I stick? Really? Okay. Need something really efficient. That's 390. That's really efficient. Let's go with that. Now we need to get this into orbit. Okay, let's figure out a way to do that. All right, we got some fuel. I'm gonna go with skipper engines because this is still experimental. We haven't tested it yet, so I'm gonna see what I can do with skippers. So I'm gonna copy that and I'm gonna set up some asparagus staging here. Stick that at the top. And then let's copy all of that. Okay. As for last, I'm going to put in some supports, except I need them to be 4-way, not 3-way. There we go. Let's hold that stable. Let's do the same thing here. Alright, that should be all nice and tight and not going anywhere. You need to come down here. Okay, these are those. Those will run out first. At least that's the plan. So we will pipe fuel to this one. And let's get in here. This one will pipe to the center. So all 7 of these engines will be running off these fuel tanks first, and then we'll drop those, and these will run the 4 remaining engines, the 3 and the 1 center, and then when those drop off, we'll still have the whole center fuel tank still full. And that's basic asparagus type staging. It's like a bunch of asparagus, and you peel off the outer ones as you use them. Along with this asparagus staging, I want to have some some boosters. How long does this run? That's almost as... is as powerful as... We'll just use these. But each of these is like half a skipper, so it's some good extra thrust. I want to stabilize them because they tend to tip inward, if I remember correctly. That should be good. I forgot what mission number this is. I did 15. Mission 16 to Minmus. Hopefully. Double check the staging. Because, look at that, it's all, well, it's not all wrong. I want these to all fire at the same time. We will drop the boosters first, and hopefully after that the first set of asparagus staged skipper engines. Then this should be the next set. Yeah. Then the center one. Then we have our orbital maneuver stage to get out of Kerbin to Minmus and hopefully in orbit around Minmus. We should have more than enough fuel here to land and then get back up into orbit, and then leaving Minmus isn't actually that much fuel. It's only about 700 delta V, and all you have to do is make sure you hit Kerbin's atmosphere and you're good. But alright, we decouple here and we'll have 4 engines of thrust and then 5 parachutes, and hopefully that will be enough, and we'll be able to recover all the science here. So I don't think there's anything else to do at this point other than to actually carry out the mission. Don't have much solar power, but we do got some batteries, and we have a panel on each side, so that should be enough. That's really my main concern, is not running out of power. Assuming we get into space. Alright, let's hit save and let's launch this. We got Jebediah here. And, you know, I don't do this often. Was I holding shift? Why is the throttle all the way up? Oh, I forgot, stabilization supports. Ooh. I'm gonna try to do this, or at least the launch, in IVA view. Alright. Let us launch in 3, 2, 1. Lift off. And It looks like a slow liftoff, but we are going up. We are at 1,000. Switch the outside view. So we're going to be letting go of those boosters. We seem to be a bit on the heavy side. I could have used more boosters. We're picking up speed again though, so that's pretty good. Hit about 10,000 when we dropped the first asparagus staged. Liquid boosters here. This will be just a few seconds. Let's drop them away. Alright, they dropped away nicely. Losing a little speed, but we've hit 10,000. Let's tilt over a little. The air's getting thinner now, so we should start picking up speed. Sun's just about to rise. Finally over 200. And there's the sunrise. I'm going to start tipping over some more. That sunrise, that's pretty beautiful. Check the map here in just a moment. Yeah, we still got a ways to go. How's that IBA view look? You can't quite see the sun. Get going horizontally. Alright, we're just about gonna reach space. So I'm gonna continue to wear about 80, I think. Alright. Throttle down. We almost actually are out of thrust on those. Yeah, that's a bit on the far side. 84, well. $80 by 99 should be good. 48-second burn. Yeah, this is a big heavy ship and we don't have much torque. I'm gonna throttle up slightly so it'll give me some control. Alright, let's burn. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Without those, we are in trouble. I'm gonna aim up. Aiming up should extend your apoapsis or keep raising it. Luckily, I did over-engineer this, and we had plenty of fuel in this stage. Bad news is we're gonna be starting to fall here in just a few seconds, and I really hope we can achieve orbit before we re-enter the atmosphere. So if we can't, well, we're not going to. The Minmus. Though it looks like we are possibly going to get there. We're still going up because I nosed up and nosing back down. Hopefully get a little more horizontal speed. We only have to pick up about 300 meters per second at this point, or even less than that, to achieve orbit. So if we start coming down a little bit, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, we have achieved orbit here. Let's call that not really circular, but it will do. Okay, here's the problem. Minmus is practically at its highest point in its altitude, which makes it really hard to intercept. Let's add a maneuver here. And, well, let's set Minmus as the target. And where's the... Alright, we're gonna interact with the moon here, which isn't a good thing. Alright, that's not too bad. If I go like that, I need to slow down to not escape Kerbin. Oop. Alright. It's a pretty bad intercept. And it's 7 days away, and that's why I took those contracts. If I add a second maneuver here, I can... What did I do? Let's kill this. I accidentally rolled the mouse wheel and apparently... Okay. So I'll have an encounter in 6 days. And we have a about 2-minute burn in about 8 minutes. How we doing? We got decent amount of electrical power. It's going down because we're basically facing the sun right now. Let's actually try to find our direction we want to head. Oh, is problematic. Let's turn on the RCS a little bit. Alright, we are charging now instead of draining our batteries because the solar panels are now facing the sun. Alrighty. We're still slowly rotating here. If I try to time warp this, the rotation will stop, so I just gotta bear with it and let it go. So we have this whole stage, and then we have this stage, so we should have plenty of fuel and thrust. We got 927 here. I'm not sure what the next burn is. Don't think it's nearly that much. Alright. Slow down here. Gonna now aim at the target point here, and still got a bit of time before the burn. Alright, this is pretty darn close. Turn on SAS here. I'm going to turn off RCS and I'm going to fast forward till just about a minute before the burn. I wonder if that's one of our stages or that's just one of the probes from last time. Okay. I'm going to start burning at 1 minute to go, and we'll see how that goes. 3, 2, 1, burn. And we're probably going to run out of fuel in this stage before this burn is done. Now our next stage has less thrust, but also has less weight. It's about a third the thrust. It does not have 1/3 the weight, so we will probably not accelerate as quickly, but it has higher efficiency engine, so we should get better fuel mileage out of it, if you can call it that. I'm just trying to stay on target here. We're doing decently well. Maybe we will finish this burn with this engine. It'll be close, though. It actually looks like we will finish this burn. Let's just, you know what, I think that's, yeah, so our next burn is only 87 meters per second. And apparently isn't intercepting anymore. Let's, what happened? There we go. Can we get that to be any better? Yeah, I don't want to be... That's not that bad. Looks a little... Yeah, we'll be coming from underneath. You know, but I don't really mind that. That will just give us more opportunities to find a decent place to land. In a polar orbit, you'll cover more of the surface. Alright, we have... well, 2 minutes. Let us find our aiming point. I'm assuming it's somewhere north. Which, alright, let's turn off SAS, turn on RCS. So we gotta point up. So we wanna raise our yeah, there it is. I want to raise our orbit. I think it's saying Minmus should be in the view here somewhere, but I don't see it at this time. Alright, we're just about there. Alright, turning on SAS, I should say. Turning off RCS. Don't want to waste that fuel. Says our target is in view somewhere, or at least 90 degrees from where we're pointing, but couldn't tell you where that was exactly. Alright, we have 37 seconds. It's going to be a short burn. I'm going to actually start burning at 10 left, but I'm not going to do a full thrust. Three, 2, 1, burn. Hopefully this fuel holds out. It didn't. Staging. Staging. Basically, I just need to check this. So we're going to be a bit off here. As long as that's going down, we want to keep thrusting. 4, 50 is great. Okay, this is our ship, and we're on our way to Minmus. Can we see from the moon? It should be to the right and up a little. Be more maneuverable now. Slightly, but not really. Oh, wow, that's kind of funny. We are basically heading directly at it. At the moment, at least. You can see our trajectory is pointing right at our target. Okay. I'm not sure if this will show up in the video, but right above the ship is a little dot that kind of changes color's brightness as I tilt the camera around slightly. It's right there. That's Minmus. That's where we're headed. It's a little dot in the sky. Alright. Let us fast forward. Just before I do that, though, let's, okay, I'm too far to do a temperature scan. Um, 25 science for material study high over Kerbin. High radiation caused a few of the samples to glow. It looks like it would be fun to paint a rocket with this. Let's keep that data. Do a crew report. It's very round. Okay. EVA. EVA report. 8 science. Let's board. And Yeah, I think that's all we can do for now. So let us time warp. You can see we're leaving Kerbin, being eclipsed at the moment. Power's getting low. Okay, we have a power emergency here. I'm just tilting. Basically, our solar panels weren't aimed at the sun at all. Alright, that should be a bit better. Let's turn on SAS. And also faces our cockpit here. At least more towards the direction we're traveling. There's Minmus. Alright. Let's continue fast forwarding. Alright, our power's all recharged. Just past the moon. We're headed towards Minmus. There it is. The moon is, well, way far away now. Where is the moon? I think I lost the moon. Where are we? We're still heading out. There's Minmus. Moon is in the opposite direction, basically. Where is it? Oh, it's almost... Oh, there's the moon. It's... the glow of the sun is making it hard to see, but that is it. You can kind of see the pixels. Basically, the whole dark side of it is facing us. And then... Minmus should be over here somewhere, but I seem to have lost it again. Anyhow, let's keep fast forwarding. Been on the mission for 2 days already. See, our orbit is slowing down quite a lot. We're basically going to get out here and almost stop and have Minmus come by and pick us up. Where are you, Minmus? There it is. How long do we have? Another 2 days. About another day. It's getting closer. It's coming right for us. We're coming right for it. Alright, we are almost transitioning into its sphere of influence. Another hour. Alright. Just a few seconds. You'll see the balls flip around here as we won't be oriented towards Kerbin anymore, but oriented towards Minmus. So we'll be flipped around, and it should happen any second now. I said any second now. There it goes. Okay. How are we doing here? 60. So yeah, that's pretty close to what we thought. We need to slow down and get into an orbit here now. And at least right now we're not going very fast. As we fall towards Minmus, we'll pick up speed. But we'll have to shed about 175 meters per second to achieve an orbit. If I flip around, and I think I'm going the wrong way. I'm just hoping when I do that at least one of the solar panels will still be in the sunlight. Still have the lights on. I don't really need them on, but one solar panel generates more than enough power to keep the lights on, so I don't think it's a problem. Alright, we're flipping around here. And we're basically 2.5 hours out from this burn, which of course looks like we won't have any of the solar panels pointed at the sun. Slow down, slow down. Maybe we will. You know what? I'll stay just like this. Let's time warp until about a minute before. And look at Minmus approach us, or look at us approach Minmus. Alright, passing under 3 minutes. Alright, we got about a minute before the burn. Let's get lined up. That's not bad. So about that, let's do some science. high over Minmus. That's 100 science right there. Look at that. Let's keep that data. Let's do a mystery goo. That's 40. Can we do a temperature? No, we have to be close. Alright. We should have been burning. Alright, we're basically taking our path and slowing it down, and hopefully it will bend into a circle here. Getting close, I'm going to slow down. And that's pretty darn good. 62 by 52. And we have achieved orbit around Minmus. And we still have really tons of fuel in this stage. Well, this episode is actually about time to end it, so plan for next time, I think, is maybe get a lower orbit. That's not a lower orbit. Something like, yeah, 20 even. Yeah, that's about 20 even. That should get us the close science, I think. And then we'll pick a place to land. Maybe, well, one of these nice flat sections. Depends on how our orbit and Minmus's rotation lines up. Maybe we'll do an orbit or two. Maybe this will come under us. We'll land there, so we'll be in the sunlight. I do have lights, though. But that'll be next time. So before I say thanks for watching, let's do an EVA. Look how happy Jeb looks. Big smile. EVA report. 32 science. Wow. Let's keep the data. Let's take the data. Let's board. Let's do a crew report. I said crew report. The lake beds seem relatively flat. Perhaps we could land there? Yeah, that's a good idea. So, we have gotten a bunch of science. Looks like our orbit realignment won't be that much thrust. So, from me and Jeb, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. And hopefully on the surface of Minmus. See you then. Thanks for watching.